gonna be a great day. It's gonna be a great day. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to another week. So this week I am determined to have a great week. Not a good week, a great week. And I am channeling, I am manifesting a great week starting today. So it's my third week in physiotherapy school in Germany. And okay, the first week, it was rough. The second week, it was okay. The third week though, it's gonna be great. I'm going to be productive. I'm going to continue my workouts. I am going to be happy. All the good stuff. So for today's vlog, I thought I would take you guys along with me through my third week, document how it's going. If there's any improvements, there will be improvements. There will be improvements. And I will document those improvements. So one thing that's different this week is that our timetables are actually shifted. So before, like, the different classes were kind of like staggered because of COVID, and they didn't want like students in the hallways at the same time from different classes. But now they're like back to the normal times, so I'm actually starting everything 15 minutes later. I didn't realize that until I like actually woke up from my alarm this morning. So I mean, like, I could have slept in, but I didn't. I got up, I started getting ready. Now I'm probably gonna head to the school a little early and do some more work. Welcome to the vlog. If you're at all interested in my journey, moving to Germany, coming here, studying here, learning German, hit that subscribe button and let's get into this. Hey everybody, it's been a while. Okay, so remember like not even 30 seconds ago, I was saying about how I wanted this week to be great. I wanted to be happy this week. I wanted to be productive this week. Well, the first day has been rough. This is really difficult. Ausbildung. I was told that before and I'm realizing it now. There is so much to learn in such a short amount of time, and it just like builds, like everything just builds off of itself. So if you fall behind, you like really fall behind. I was kind of falling behind in neuroanatomy. So today I was working on my flashcards from like the first week, but those weren't even, that didn't even cover all the stuff we learned in the first week. So now I'm trying to just like continue making those flashcards. But then also in my Kankim gymnastic class, we were going through notes today, and the teacher gave us all of the theory that we're going to be needing for this next like phase that we're going through. But I felt like the teacher really rushed through the theory. Like, I'm not gonna understand it, so I'm gonna have to try and like teach myself, like look on the internet and see if I can find it. It's just so much. And then in anatomy today, I got called to the front of the class. This is like a thing that this teacher is doing. So every morning that we have this teacher, they will literally draw a couple names out of the hat, and then those people have to go to the front of the room and answer questions, which I will be honest, that is great, but I was feeling the pressure, and the stuff that I was asked I did not study, and so I felt like a buffoon. Yeah. It's been rough, but I have also been very productive today. I will say that. I have gotten a lot done. Not everything that I wanted to. I think I'm really gonna focus this week on actually like studying the best I can every single day. And also I think it's gonna be so important for me to study what I learned in class that day. Not the next day, not a few days later, but like that evening, I have to study what I learned that day. So that's what we're gonna try. Morning, welcome to day 2. It is now Wednesday. I don't know if I said this is a short week because Monday was Easter Monday. This week is like my catch-up week, so I have so much to do. Like last night, I wanted to do a lot more than I could actually. Today's gonna be really great because I have a really long lunch break. I have like a 2-hour lunch break, so I'm just gonna stay at the school and really try and get some extra work done during that time. Fingers crossed I can get it all done. I'm also really happy because I finished a new sweater that I knitted and I love it. It took me forever to finish. I literally had half an arm that I was working on for the last 3 weeks. Usually that would take me like maybe 2 days. But I could only do like a few rows every day. I'm finally done. So I'm really happy about that too. It's gonna be a great day. It's gonna be a great day. Alright, who's ready for a breakdown of the day? So, my first class this morning was neuroanatomy. Like, I know I need to learn a lot, and it's just complicated, and I know it's going to get even more complicated. So today I'm focusing on studying what we learned in class today, and then the rest of this week and this weekend I'm going to really focus on learning what we learned in the first week. Working on that. I'm primarily using Anki to study, so that's like a digital, like on your computer, flashcard system, and it's really good because you can kind of rate each flashcard based off of how well you know it, and that will determine when it will be repeated again. Oh, of course, most of them I just have to like repeat directly for quite some time before I can kind of get a hang of it, but this is a very good way to study. It's also very difficult, but it's very good, very efficient. So far this evening I have just been studying neuroanatomy, and I think I'm just going to continue doing that, honestly, because the only other class that we really had today was Kanking gymnastic. I think that literally is translated to physiotherapy. So we just had classes about physiotherapy. These classes are a lot more hands-on. We're doing a few exercises and I already practiced those just on my husband. Today we started learning how to perform passive movements on patients. So I think we learned today like 4 movements, and I just practiced those on my husband. Tomorrow for class, tomorrow is Thursday, I have all morning sport. I don't have to like prepare for anything for those classes, and for the most part I don't really need to study for those classes, at least nothing yet. And then the whole afternoon is also Kankim gymnastic or physiotherapy. I do still need to study for physiotherapy, but it's not as intense as learning anatomy or neuroanatomy. So that's my big focus for the rest of this evening, probably for another few hours, and then I am going to go to bed. So day 3 of this week is finished. It's Thursday. Tomorrow's my last day for this week, and I am thrilled to have the week over. It's been difficult, but it has gotten a little bit better. So today, all morning, I just had like a sports class. That class is, for the most part, just fun. First thing in this class, we were just playing this like octopus game, which I guess is a German game, but they do it for like kids. I think it's really interesting because, first we come in, we're like playing this game, and then the instructor will tell us that when you're working with children, then like this is something that you can do, and then we're kind of working through how it's beneficial for children or for adults playing it, So it's really interesting, but then it's also just fun because We're playing some kids game. And I'm also really excited for Monday afternoon. Monday afternoon I also have sports next week, and the instructor said that we're going to be doing this one type of HIIT training. I can't remember the name of it. It's like high intensity interval training, but the name of it is like with a T. I know that much. I will put it right here because I can't remember the name of it right now. But I'm just like excited to have that, because most of my other classes, you know, you're just like sit down, writing intensely, you know, so much sitting, that I'm really happy that we have a sports class. And then in the afternoon today, the whole afternoon, we had Khankim gymnastic or physiotherapy, and the phase of physiotherapy that we're working on now, I really enjoy because it's a lot more hands-on. Before, we were doing like measuring people's movements and stuff, and you know, how much can I flex my arm, which was a little bit more boring. And right now we're learning how to perform passive movements on patients. You're then moving the different bones and joints and stuff, so that's more enjoyable personally, I think. So as far as my studying has gone, it's definitely a lot slower than I would like. And also last night I found that I couldn't study for so long, you know. After studying neuroanatomy for like 45 minutes, I just can't think clearly anymore at all. My brain turns to mush. It's just too much. And so that's kind of my cutoff for one subject. Today I did already do a little bit of just anatomy flashcards. I'm going to continue that tonight and also review neuroanatomy again. But I do also want to continue my workouts this week. So I feel like tonight is the best time to do that. The other evenings so far this week, I've been feeling way too overwhelmed. I feel like I can put, you know, at least 20 minutes into a workout this evening. So I'm gonna take advantage of this feeling that I'm feeling, and I'm gonna work out. Okay, so I finished my workout. I just did some interval training for a short amount of time. I can't go to sleep with my hair wet. If I go to sleep with my hair wet, it will be terrible when I wake up. It'll be all crinkled. So I have to study now until my hair dries, which will be a few hours. Okay, so my Friday is finished. I got home, I did a workout. I'm feeling like so good because every Friday we have this one teacher. He's like the director of the school, and he's so like inspirational because he just knows everything. He's such an interesting person, and I feel like every Friday afternoon we have him for an hour and a half, and just like the whole time it's just like an inspirational speech, and I needed that. So I got home, I did my workout, now I'm making some dinner. I'm making like a vegetable chicken soup. So I'm just starting to fry some onions now, and then I have a big celery root with some carrots, and I don't know what else. We'll just see what we find in the kitchen. But I'm feeling really good. Had a really great week. I'll tell you more about it later. Happy Saturday, everybody. I hope your week went well. So I think this week was really productive for me. You know, that was my goal at the beginning, to be as productive as possible, and I think I achieved that because I did really catch up quite a bit for my anatomy and neuroanatomy courses. I was able to study a lot of anatomy and neuroanatomy. Definitely not as much as I wanted to. It's not like I have memorized everything that we've learned so far, but it's a big improvement to where I was last week. And for these courses, it's not like we learn the material and then we have the finals at the end. You know, we're learning the material, but then you also need to directly like know the material because we're using it in like a practical sense as well. So it's different from when I learned anatomy and physiology like years before in Canada in college. It's different from that because at that time, you know, we just had the end of the semester exam, and this time it's like, you know, in 1 week we'll learn so many bones or muscles, and then in that same week or in the next week we are doing practical things with those bones, and we have to know the information. So it's a lot more immediate that we have to know everything, which isn't a bad thing because that just means that for our finals we're going to be way more prepared than, you know, if there wasn't the pressure to learn the things immediately. So if you like this vlog, then definitely give it a big thumbs up. Consider subscribing to my channel if you're at all interested in my journey coming to Germany and doing an Ausbildung in my second language. If you have any questions, then leave them in the comments below, because for my next video I'm going to be answering some of the like most received questions that I get about my Ausbildung and about moving to Germany. So if you have any questions that you want to be answered in the next video, then leave that down below and I will try and get to them. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!